Nolan Wells, several interviews, still no real answers. I genuinely do not know how anybody can watch any of these interviews and walk away thinking that makes perfect sense. We continue asking questions because we have eyes, we have ears, we can listen to what's being said, we can watch behavior. We are literally seeing the timelines not add up, seeing the stories change in real time. Because the interviews that I've watched don't look like Fringe trying to find their brother. It looks more like people trying to gaslight the public into why we should not be looking at them. And those are two totally different things. Because if Nolan was truly your best friend, truly your brother, there's a whole list of questions you guys haven't even touched on. And don't worry, I got them together for you. If you want to go on Brandon's show so you feel safer, you feel scripted, by all means do that. But actually answer the questions. Your lawyer that is paid by you telling us how great of people you are doesn't really change our mind. Question number one. After you got your boat fixed, because we know that it was fixed, why did you not go back to the island and check on Nolan? Make sure he was all right. At the very least, take him his phone. The emergency was over, so there was no reason you couldn't do that. Question number two. After your boat was fixed, why did you continue on the water for 81 minutes? We know you went to Fort Bayou. What was the purpose in continuing the trip? Question number three. Why did you not immediately hand over Nolan's phone? You knew that you had it, so when you called Christine Wells to tell her that your son didn't come back, he's not with us, why didn't you also say, I have his cell phone? Instead, she had to track it and send someone to come get it. This is just an observation, but I don't think you guys thought she had Life 360. I think that put a dent in the plan. Question number four. Why did you not give Nolan's keys back at the same time you gave his phone back? Instead, there was a confrontation with Nolan's father, with people being smartasses, acting like they didn't have the keys, going back inside. Someone actually had to tell Nolan's father that the keys were on top of their Xbox upstairs. Once he presented you with that information, y'all went and got them. Why? Number five. Why did you deactivate your social media accounts and unfollow Nolan the night this happened? No one knew what happened yet. He absolutely hadn't been found yet, barely even reported missing. So why would you have to unfollow him and deactivate your social media? The excuse we've been given is threats, but we know you weren't getting threats yet. So did you think they were coming? Question number six. When you knew Nolan didn't make it back, why did you not offer to take his parents on your boat to go look for him? Okay, you may have been still drinking that night and you couldn't. What about the next morning? The coach actually offered to take Nolan's father over to look for him way before any search party was sent out. If that was my best friend, my brother, and I had a boat and it was 10 miles out, not that far from my house, I absolutely would have taken my boat out to go see what the fuck was going on. Number seven, the last time you saw Nolan. This has changed and you still have yet to really answer it. If the last time you seen him was at 3, then why did you get on Brandon's show and say that you guys yelled for him between 4 and 4:30 to hurry and get the fuck on the boat? Come on, Nolan, we gotta go. It's sinking. And he wanted to stay. So was it 3? Was it 4? Was it 4:30? Question number 8. Why did you lead us to believe that the boat was so messed up and sinking it had to be towed back in by a tow company? We did not find out any different until Sea Tow released their own statement telling us that you all canceled the tow before they could even come. They also released the call that we have all listened to. This is just an observation, but it seems to me like you wanted to use that as an alibi, and Cito wasn't having it, so they released a statement because they seen how serious this was. Why would you not just say, Bart helped me pull my boat and fix it? It was fine, and I continued on the water for another 81 minutes, but I didn't go back to the island. How hard was that? Question number 9. Why did you guys cancel the assistance with Cito? We know that Jerry Atkerson did it, but we also know that somebody had to be on the phone with Cito, somebody had to be on the phone with Jerry, and then Jerry personally called the captain to tell him not to accept the order that was coming through. Question number 10. You stated that Nolan just stayed behind and you thought he may have just slept at someone else's house. Okay, so then why did you supposedly call the Coast Guard and why did you call his mother if he just stayed at someone else's house? But then you get on Brandon's interview and state that you know the dangers of Horn Island and you know what can happen out there. So that's why you made the call. So why was there not more urgency then? And the biggest question I keep coming back to, if you all really did nothing wrong and you really know nothing, why can't you just stand beside all of us asking the most important question? What happened to Nolan Wells? Instead, every interview, every single thing that comes out of your all's mouth is basically gaslighting the public and telling us why we should not be looking at you. That's exactly what we're reacting to. Not your skin color, not because you're white, the lack of urgency, the inconsistencies, the unanswered questions, the fact that you're suing people asking questions instead of wanting to know the answer yourself. And then my bonus question. You all stated that the CETO call was fabricated. People added stuff to it, okay? We already know that it was enhanced. Enhanced and altered are two very different things. Your lawyer knows that, and any professional can tell the difference, okay? But if it's all fabricated, then how can you explain the part where somebody in the background is saying something about somebody dying? You have argued that you all were talking about the village pump. Well, if it's fabricated, then how are you trying to argue what you were talking about on one specific part? Either it's all fabricated or it's all real. There is no in between. So which one is it? So I'm going to go ahead and draft up a final copy of these questions, send them to Brandon Tatum, and hopefully he'll invite you on there to actually ask some questions, not try to narcissistically gaslight us into leaving you the fuck alone. I don't agree with the death threats, but the questions are not going to stop until something actually gets answered. Take your lawyer, have him tip his hat so he can give you little clues to tell you when to shut the fuck up, like we can't see that's what it is. Go ahead and side eye each other and sit up and readjust yourself because you don't look comfortable in the interview. All we're doing is putting the pressure on you like the investigators should be doing themselves.